I am Priyanka Mishra, founder of Script and an expert in strategizing personal growth. From last 6 years, we've been working day in and day out into this space of personal growth and self-excellence. And today we are going to talk about accepting the pain without suffering. See, there is one very favorite quotations of mine, which is while pain is an unavoidable part of life, suffering is a choice, right? Pain is something that no one can guarantee. कोई नहीं बोल सकता कि no, you will never be in pain, or you'll never suffer from anything, or you will not get a pain from your relationships, your health, your projects, your circumstances, people around you. A lot of things are there, a lot of factors are there which contribute to pain in our life, but suffering is a choice. So in the next 30 minutes, my agenda or my motive is to dissociate your pain from your suffering. I know it is not easy. I know it needs practice, but I know it is possible. Okay. And learning something new again is a choice. So today I make this choice available for all of you, with the help of which you can dissociate your pain from your suffering. You can understand things logically, and you can make life a little better, not only for yourself, but also for the people who are attached with you, who are there with you. Okay. So are we ready to get inside this? I want all of you to answer things, whatever I'm asking in the session, in a diary. If you want to hold me accountable, click the pictures of your answers and send it to the WhatsApp group. Or if you are watching this on any other social media, DM us, find out a medium so that you can reach back to us, so that this happens, the whole loop gets connected. Okay, so let us dive inside of this. When we talk about radical acceptance, see, acceptance is something which can help you to put your brain into the right direction. There are two types of things that we get in our life. One is the things that we can control. I can control my anger, I can control my thoughts, I can control my thought process, I can control my mindset, but I cannot control how the other person behaves. I cannot control how the weather will be there. I cannot control how, the things which are not under my control. I'm not governing them. So we need to understand this difference. You have to give your 100% to the things which is under your control. Do everything possible there. Hard work karo, mehnat karo, seekho, do everything. But at the same time, we should be able to understand that these are the things which are not under my control. And if it is not under my control, we have to get the sanity to let it go, to accept it as it is. It looks very easy, but it is not that easy. Okay, you might have gone through a lot of situations in your life when logically you know that this has happened, but emotionally you have not detached yourself from it. It could be loss of a job, it could be loss of a project, it could be grieving over someone, some person, it could be a lost relationship, it could be a bonkers on your health, it could be something. See, ups and downs hum sabke life mein hai, struggles are going to be a part of it. So whenever this pain comes, I'm talking about thoda top notch wala pain. Okay, I'm not talking, I might look very casual to you while speaking about it, because I do not want to put it across dramatic. I want to put it across logic. Okay, so this is going to be a very logically a logical understanding of processing your issues. Fine. So what we are going to do right now is that we are going to do radical acceptance. We are going to we are going to accept everything that is happening in our life without judgment. And I'm going to share with you 10 steps so that it will become easier for you to process this. Okay. So, firstly, I would like to tell you about these four things which are written on the board. First one is choice. Suffering is a choice. You can or you cannot suffer from the pain given to you. Pain is going to come to you, and suffering becomes a choice. You have to deal with the reality, right? If it is a reality, if it is there in your life, you have to deal with it. There is no escape. You cannot be an ostrich hiding your head inside the ground and thinking that the problem will disappear or vanish. It is not going to happen. You have to deal with the reality that is there. You have to cope without suffering. Yes, I mean it when I say it. You have to understand that, okay, fine, ye pain hai. It will take as long as it takes. It will pain as much as it has to. But eventually, I will grow bigger and I will expand so that this pain becomes a part of my life, gets into the corner, and my shows goes on. My show goes on. The ultimate reality, ultimate truth of our life is that the show goes on, right? A lot of us, we get disheartened with a little small blooper happening here and there. At the same time, there are certain people who carry a heavy mountain in their heart, smile on their face, and they do what they do, right? So suffering is a choice. Accepting what cannot be changed. I'm going to talk details about all of this. You might feel, yeah, theek hai, reality hai, so I will accept it. No, you don't, right? We don't change, don't accept reality for what it is. If you score, get a flashback, okay? Let us go to our childhood when we used to score less in any examination. दिमाग में क्या आता था? We never used to accept कि okay fine, I scored like 70 in my mathematics. दिमाग में आता था I could have scored 85, but it was because of those silly mistakes. I could have done better, but because of that happened to me. I would have been selected in that university, but because of that issue, we keep on giving ourselves these excuses and explanations for everything that has happened. We do not accept the reality as is, and we do not process from that point कि ठीक है ये है जो हो गया है, अब आगे क्या करना है. So today's session is totally oriented towards future. It is a futuristic kind of a session. Till this point when we are talking right now, इससे पहले जो भी चीजें हो चुकी है in your past, you cannot change it. For sure, you cannot change it. So how we are going to tackle things that has happened, all the wrong decisions, all the fake friends, all the wrong relationships you've gotten into, all the bad decisions about your business or your career selection or your professional stuff you have taken in the past. You cannot change the past. But wherever you are standing right now, this is the point of power in your life, and we are going to drift towards a very positive and bright future from here. If you are with me, follow me at every step. But before entering into this, I would like you to dive into yourself, check onto yourself that what is that one thing which you are resisting to accept, right? What is that one thing that is causing you pain? It could be entering into a toxic relationship. It could be ending a toxic relationship, still lingering with the thoughts of it. It could be getting into a very bad work environment, or it could be losing a job. It could be, someone, some dear one, uh, you lost them. Anything which is causing you pain, and because of which you're suffering, and because of which you are not able to expand and grow and glow in your life. I want you to think about that one thing. If you're able to write that thing down, this session was, it is equivalent to a one-on-one coaching, right? 10 steps to radical acceptance. I want each one of you to follow me with every single step. Okay. The first one is observe. What are you fighting? What has happened in the past that you have not accepted, and you're fighting the reality? The loved one, let me take an example. Fine. A very good job that you were into and you were fired without notice. ठीक है, ये हो गया. Now, in your brain, you're still getting into that victim zone. When you enter into that victim zone, thinking that why this happened to me, I was all good, this should not have happened, the company is bad, the boss is bad, the environment is bad, the policies are bad. If you are operating from that mindset, you are putting your energy out, getting zero result. At the same time, if you take a heroic leap, that okay fine, this is what has happened, I am observing that this has happened to me, I've lost my good lucrative job and I was the only breadwinner of my family, and I feel bad about it. I observe, okay, that I'm fighting this reality, that it shouldn't be this way. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए था पर हो गया, right? Was it under your control? No. If it was, you would have done something else. Fine. So you have to observe. The first step is that what are you fighting with? Are you fighting to accept that you have been expelled? You've been thrown out? You've been fired? Accept, oh, sorry, observe what are you fighting with? What is the part of that reality that you're fighting to accept? Moving to the second one. The second step is the reality. Remind yourself of the unpleasant reality. I know it is tough love. Okay, to come out of that dark pit, you cannot dismiss all the bad feelings. You cannot put your negative thoughts under the carpet because it will keep on accumulating. You have to clean it up, right? To clean it up, you have to observe where the dirt is. You have to find out where the dirt is and you have to take actions towards it. Okay. So the second step is the reality. Remind yourself of the unpleasant reality. What happened? Tell it to yourself once again today that, okay, you were having a very lucrative, wonderful job. Your family was at peace. Everything was taken care of. And suddenly and abruptly, you were thrown out of the job. It was an unpleasant reality. Now, what? The reason. What were the causes for it? Every effect has certain causes behind it. Fine. It could be anything. Remind yourself of the causes of this reality. Why and how this happened. Because of the bad company policies, because I did not perform good in the past quarter, because I did not make it up to the mark. Whatever is the reality, please be honest to yourself. Rather than putting things outside, ki blame, complain, or excuses de ke kaam ho ja raha hai, don't do that. Don't put a mask on yourself and find uh, things which feel good. I want you to come out of this comfort zone. Let us clean this dirt today. Okay, so think of how things happened. What was the cause of this result? Were you involved in the cause? Were you a part of the cause? If yes, without judging yourself, without blaming or beating around, just accept, find out the reason. Okay, so this step is the reason. Then comes practice. Practice accepting your whole self. Mistakes, again, no one in this world can claim that they have never made a mistake. Mistakes are again going to be a part of the process. Okay, so accept yourself as a whole. जो भी आप हो, जैसे भी आप हो, take a deep breath in and accept yourself for who it is you are. You are going to have wonderful, unique strengths. At the same time, you're going to have embarrassing flaws, which is okay. You want to celebrate all of those strengths, but you do not want to accept those flaws. How injustice you are doing to yourself, right? You cannot be so unjust to yourself. Train your self talk and thoughts. You have to train it to yourself that, okay, fine. This is who I am as a whole. This is who I am as a person. And I'm not going to beat around myself by saying, you always make up a mess. You are like this only. You are lazy. You are a procrastinator. You are an unhealthy person. You are, you are dumb. You are stupid. Don't label yourself. Don't talk bad about yourself. Train your self talk and your thoughts. Fine. So this is practice. Then comes list. List your behaviors if you accept the facts. So, for an example, I was fired out of that job because I was not able to put some deliverables across in the past quarter. So, what will I do? I will accept this as a fact that because of some of my issues, I could not put the deliverables across on time, because of which I lost my lucrative job, because of which you know, all of this ripple effect of pain and suffering is happening to me. Okay, and you have to act like it. You have to make sure that, okay, fine, this is the list of behaviors I will showcase if I accept the fact. Fine. So I accepted this fact कि मेरे से ये गड़बड़ हो गई थी. So how will I act in the future? I will not be that irresponsible person ever again in my life. I will not be that irresponsible employee ever again in any of my future endeavors. I will take learnings from my past experience and I will behave or act more responsibly. I will act more professionally. I will act more mature. So what you have to do is list down what all will you do after this acceptance and start acting like it. Okay? Act like it. Moving further, imagine your brain does a mental exercise of everything. Okay, so anything that your brain thinks about and processes again and again, you are actually practicing it because your body does not know the difference between your thoughts and reality. Okay, so rehearse what you do not want to accept. Act like what would you do after accepting. Right? So you have to rehearse. See, what is the part? I was not able or I was not ready to accept that it was my fault. So what will I do? I will act. See, after accepting this, what will happen? Once you accept the fact and you accept the reality, you will feel as if a big stone, a huge stone, has taken off your chest. Okay. So act like what would you do after accepting it? Right, you will be more positive, you will be more optimistic, you will look towards the brighter side of the life. Abhi kya ho raha hai? You are turning from this dark pit and you are moving towards light, a little bit towards light. Attend, be attentive to how this feels in your body. Fine. So when you are drifting away, when you are moving towards a better time, a better life, you were used to with this chaos. Fine, you are finding yourself comfortable in being that victim zone. आपको अच्छा लग रहा था लोगों को बता के कि अरे this happened because of which I lost the job. But once you say that no, 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 I was the cause behind it, it is going to feel restless. It is going to do a lot of things inside. You know that sensation you'll feel in your body. Let that happen. Attend to it. Write it down on a piece of paper, how you're feeling it, what the sensations are. Once you attend to it, once you find out what emotions you're feeling, you will be at a place to go to the next point. That is to allow. Allow sadness, allow disappointment, allow grief. It's okay. We are humans. We cannot expect. See, it is so unrealistic to expect कि मैं अगर अच्छा काम करूंगी तो मुझे अच्छा रिजल्ट ही मिलेगा. Is there a guarantee? No. मैं किसी से प्यार करूंगी तो मुझे that person will love me back. Is there a guarantee? No. If I do A, I will get B. Is there a guarantee? No. But what does that mean? I would stop doing my work? No. I cannot stop doing my work, right? I would have to do that work again and again and again and again until and unless I reach to a point where I'm satisfied with the result. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to allow this. Fine, I lost my job and I was the cause behind it, and I feel guilty about it. I feel bad about myself. I feel disappointment from myself. I am angry on myself. Observe yourself. It's okay. It's okay. It is going to be a part and parcel of your life. You are definitely going to feel these emotions and you cannot just put them aside and you cannot just do disservice to yourself by doing all of these things. Okay, so allow sadness, disappointment, or grief and observe yourself how you're behaving. Acknowledge, know that life is worth living even with pain. Okay, you have to acknowledge this fact that your life is worth living even with this pain. Pain is going to be a part of it. Pain is going to be there. Every now and then it will come and say a hi to you, right? Expand your heart so much so that you do not give in to that. Do not tell yourself the poor me story so many times that you start believing that सब कुछ मेरे साथ ही हो रहा है. I want to empower you and I want to remind you of your power today. Gain back your authority, gain back your power. Okay, you are the center of your life, you are the decision making person of your life, and you can drift your life any way you want to. So today I want you to acknowledge and make a list of the blessings, make a list of the responsibilities. There is no escape. Fine, once you enter into this game of life, there is no escape. So you have to remind it to yourself that I have the power of choice. I am going to make better choices for better outcomes. I am going to play better game. I am going to upskill myself, right? So know that life is worth living even with the pain, right? And pros and cons. If at all you find yourself still fighting with the reality, if at all you're finding yourself कि अगर जॉब होता तो ऐसे होता, अगर उसने धोखा नहीं दिया होता तो ऐसे होता, अगर लाइफ में ऐसा नहीं हुआ होता, there is no point, right? And any emotion, if you want to overcome that emotion once for all, make a logical decision towards it. Make it a practice. Write it down, 5 pointers every single day, pros and cons. Right? What are you resisting? What you need to practice it. If you do not practice it, What are the pros and cons? Are you happy with the life that you're leading? If you're happy with it, wonderful, kuch mat karo na, chhod do. But if you're not happy, if there is one part of you which pains, which you're not talking to anyone about, obviously this deep pain we do not go and talk to everyone. कई बार आप अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड को भी नहीं बताते. But if it is there, work on it. Because if you do not work on it, if you keep bleeding in silence, you are going to get frustrated on the people who have done nothing to you, who have got nothing to do with it. You are going to hurt your success, you are going to hurt your bright future, you are going to create a ripple effect of negativity. Fine. क्योंकि अगर कुछ पेन हो रहा है तो it is going to create ripple effects, it is going to create consequences. So let us, rather than dismissing कि okay fine हो रहा है कोई बात नहीं. If it is a pain like a physical pain, for an example, you got a cut here, rather than dismissing कि ठीक है हो गया, no, you have to make sure that you are not continuously poking it, and you're putting some ointment, you're taking a little extra care while wearing the t-shirt, you're being a little gentle so that you heal it faster. Okay, so to all the people who are listening to me today, I pray to that almighty that you get the courage to accept. Don't talk about it to anyone, it's okay. If you think that you need help, raise your hand and ask for help. Fine. And work on yourself, heal yourself emotionally, heal yourself from the inside, accept the things which you have no control over. Fine. If it is raining outside, I give this one common example to a lot of people who have met me. So if you have to go to a meeting and it is raining outside, you cannot sit in your house and say that I don't like rains, I don't like puddles, I don't like this, why this happened today, I am going to face a lot of traffic because of this, I might reach late to the place. Ye wo. You cannot put your mindset bad and you know create consequences for yourself. Rather than doing that, what you can do is look outside, it's raining, accept it's raining. I cannot stop the rain, right? What can I do? I can wear a raincoat, I can take an umbrella, and fine, do what you do, accept. Fine. So I hope that this session is going to give more power to you. Follow us on all the different social media handles. We are doing an incredible job on empowering people to reach to their self excellence and touch the optimum potential of their being. Uh, every single day we wake up with this, every single day we wake up with this agenda or with this thought that today we are going to learn something new and we are going to experiment it on ourselves and our community, and we are going to help people who are watching us. Okay, so we are a leading self growth platform, BrainoScript. Please do check us out, find out what all things we provide, and you are going to get tremendous help on your self growth. Follow us on all the social media handles, and thank you so much for your time with us.